Hi, welcome to All Things Beauty with Ciasia Dashe. In this video, I will be teaching you how to do my cut crease with one of my Huda Beauty Obsessions palette. Just like every other person, I was really intrigued with the fact that it came in this diamond cube. If you order it just for the package, I would say don't do that. They did not come in the cube. They came single, individual, right out of my Sephora box. Like, I was so disappointed just pulling them out of my box. Like, that I did order them all. I have used these three. I'm happy with them. I feel like they're pretty okay. This palette is so beautiful. Look at that. So if you want to see my take on this Obsession palette, please continue to watch, and I hope you all enjoy.
All right, so we're going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Deep, and I'm going to place that all over my lid. And then I'm going to go in with a buffering brush, and I'm going to blend that out, and just make sure my entire lid is saturated with this concealer. Next, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsession palette, and I'm going to use the second lightest purple shade, and I'm going to place that right on top of my lid with a buffering brush. This is a smaller buffering eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to place that right on the top of my crease until I get the desired pigment. Right, next, I'm going to go in with a darker shade with my Morphe M218 brush, and I'm just going to pat that right on top of my lid, right underneath my crease. Alright, next I'm going to go in with my M504 brush, and this is a blending brush, and I'm going to blend the two shades together so that there is no harsh lines. I'm going back in and blending, blending, blending. So this is going to be my MAC NW40 concealer, and I'm going to create my crease with this. So what I like to do is just use a small brush, put a couple dots on my lid right where my crease is, and then I like to connect those dots. I just feel like this is the easiest way, and it's very efficient to get your crease. So you just connect those dots all the way until you get about halfway. Then you fill it in the middle all the way down to your lid with the concealer. Okay, and I went about halfway. So once I have everything the way that I like it, I just go in with the second layer of my concealer just to make sure that I have concealed all of that color that was previously there, and I'm starting off with a clean slate. So then I'm just going to go in and do the same exact thing to my other eye. I'm going to dab it into the concealer, place a couple dots on the eye, and then I'm going to go ahead and connect those dots, creating the full line. And then you fill in the middle. Once that's done, you want to go in and create your second layer. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with a flat angled brush, and I'm going to go into the lightest shade in this purple shimmer. I'm going to put the lightest purple shade down first, and then I'm going to go in with the purple shimmer and place that right on top of that to make that shimmer really pop. And I'm going to do that on both sides. So go in with the lighter purple shade, and then you flip your brush over and go into the shimmer shade, and that's going to make that pop right over that light purple. Then I'm going to go into that second lightest purple shade, which was the first initial shade that we used in this, and I'm going to place that right next to that first layer of purple and shimmer, and that's going to take up the rest of the concealer. Okay, so you don't want to go into your darker purple, you just want to finish out the concealer that you put down, put in this purple on there, okay? And you know, feel free to really pack that on there. Okay, I'm just making sure it overlaps slightly. And then I'm going to go in with my Royal & Lang nickel eye shader brush, and I'm going to slightly do a sweeping motion from left to right just to make sure those shades blend seamlessly, so that it's a seamless transition from my shimmer to my purple. And you just want to do this lightly. Then I'm going to go in with this darker shade, again with my M218 brush, and I'm going to pack that on. I'm going to pack that on in the end of my eyelid. This is the angled brush, and I'm going in with my e.l.f. liner. This is in the shade Punk Purple, and I'm just going to line my lid with this. And I'm not using a lot of this either. Once I get a desired lined lid, I'm going to go ahead and do it to the other side as well. And you just want to do light strokes. So now I'm going in with my Neutrogena wipe, and I'm wiping off the excess eyeshadow that's fallen out past the lid where I don't want it. So I'm just wiping that off, cleaning that up before I do anything else on my face. This is TroubleMaker Mascara by Urban Decay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to the top of my lash and to the bottom of my lash. This mascara, hoocha, it's the truth. Alright, I'm going to go in with a smudging brush, and I'm going to go in with this dark shade, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply that right on top of my crease just to give it more definition. Okay, so I'm going from the darkest shade, where the darkest shade starts, and I'm going to bring that all the way to the corner. I'm going to put this on my face, right where I'm super oily, which is my T-zone area, and this is Dior. This is Backstage, and this is in the shade 6.5 Neutral, and it's really not a lot, promise. So this is just a really cheap brush that I got from Amazon. It came in a 12-pack, cost me like $10, but this foundation brush is the truth. So I'm just gonna pack this into my skin. I'm gonna dab it in. Not sweep it in, but dab it in. When you dab it in, you're pushing it into your pores. And I just feel like that always gets you a better finish. You wanna make sure that you blend it into your neck as well. So now I just do have to go in with a little bit amount. So I'm just going to take a pea size, and I'm going to do my forehead with that because that's all that's left. And continue to dab it into your skin. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with my Shape Tape, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques 102. This is a concealer brush, and I'm just going to place this concealer here so I can outline where I'm going to highlight. So I'm just going to put the product right underneath my eyes. Alright, putting the highlighter on my chin, my forehead. And then I'm just going to highlight my nose. So now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Expresso. And this is a stick, and I'm just going to use that for my contour. And then I'm going to take my Morphe M705 brush. This is also a concealer brush, and I'm just going to use that to contour my nose. Alright, so this is going to be my Morphe Beauty Blender. It is damp, and I'm just going to dab the product into my skin. Doing the forehead and everything out. So this is my Sephora 88 brush. This is a Pro Slanted Buffering brush, and I'm going to use this to buffer out my contour. This brush is amazing. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that Beauty Blender, and for the bottom of my contour, I just like to blend that out with the Beauty Blender, just to make sure there's no harsh line. And I also like to use the Beauty Blender for my chin. All right, so I'm going in with the Laura Mercier, and this is the translucent medium deep, and I'm going to set my highlighter right underneath my eye. More definition, if you will, to my contour. And if you can, as you can see, I didn't use a lot. Alrighty, okay? And then I'm gonna go in with the shade NW58, and I'm gonna set my contour with that. Now this is a darker shade, and I like to do a sweeping motion with the foundation brush. And I'm gonna set everywhere where I put the contour. This is my Lorac pencil. This is an eyeliner pencil, but I'm going to use it for my lips. This is in the shade Violet. I'm just going to line my lips with this. And then this is my Morphe lip gloss, and this is in the shade Backstage. And I'm just going to use this. And as you can see, I'm blending the lip gloss and the liner together and sweeping it up in an upward motion, just so that purple can kind of like look like it's blended in. And this lip is so pretty. So if you wanted to just wear this look for like an almost not so over the top every day, I would use this lip. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in with my NW50, and everywhere where I highlighted my face and set it, I'm just gonna use this shade. And I just like to do this because I feel like it helps to set it. And I have super oily skin, so all the powder product that I can put on here will help it last. Then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe setting spray. It's continuous setting mist. So this is going to be my 3D mink lashes, and they are the SD-1, and then I'm also going to use my Kiss Strip Lash adhesive to apply them. So I'm going to go back into my palette with the first shade that I've used with the small blending brush. It's really tiny. And I'm going to do my lash lid. And I'm just going to give it some color. So I'm going to go all the way from the end to the corner. Alright, so I'm going to flip that brush over, and on the other side of this brush, it's a smudge brush. So I'm going to go in with this darker purple shade, and I'm going to put that right over that last purple shade. And this brush that I'm using to do this is the M156. This is also by Morphe. And my blush kit by Anastasia. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Blackberry and Vegas. Mix them two together, and with this I'm using an angled contour brush. Now this brush came in a Chloe set. Now it's time to highlight those cheeks. What I like to do is take my highlighter, put it on the back of my hand because it's a liquid, and take my highlighting brush and kind of wave that in there just so I don't get a lot of product on my face, because you can always add but you can never take away. My Anastasia Liquid Glow in the color Oyster. Alright, so that's one look. This is the more natural look. I was happy with that, but I actually wanted a little more dramatic lip. So what I did was go into my Urban Decay, my Jawbreaker lipstick. This is a Mega Matte. And I put that on the outer parts of my lip. This lighter shade is a store brand. It's in the shade 301. This is a Lavender tint. This cost me $1 at the hair store. So at your local hair store, they do have some good shades. So I'm gonna put that on the inner part of my lip,